Thank you very much, Carlos, and thank you to all the ministers for it's very fascinating listening to where you are in your thoughts and your processes. I'm going to divide your question into two, if I may, Carlos, because it was both a question, are you ready? And do you feel supported? The first part of the question, are you ready? I am ready to say, yes, we are ready. And I even dare say that, representing an organization that, again, has many member organizations that represent 32 million teachers and educators around the world. So that's taking a big chance, but I'm quite confident. The whole concept of transformation isn't really new to teachers. You know, if you succeed as a teacher, and your student experiences high-level learning, also like reference my colleague from Nigeria, you know, it's a competency-based, it's transformative. And those are the beautiful moments that make many teachers tick when they're allowed to experience that with their students. And we know that we have to educate our students for a future that we don't really know what it's like. And that means that you have to constantly change, which means constant transformation. So yes, we are ready. And please, you know, remember, what have the teachers in your country done for the last 2 years? Through the pandemic, whether it's transforming their day, their way of teaching, often without the competency to do it, go online, go on radio, get in a car, drive out to your students. I think they have proven that they have the ability of change. So, I would recommend on the first part, are you ready? Yes, we're ready. And please go home and read the statement from the International Commission on the Futures of Education, where they reference the pedagogies of collaboration and solidarity, both on the basis of teacher policy, but also on the basis of how you're going to transform your education. Great dialogue to have the profession. What does this mean for you, seen from your perspective? What is a pedagogy of collaboration and solidarity? Because they are ready if you listen to them. If they understand what the transformation is that is expected, and that they're allowed to feed into that transformation, what does that look like from their perspective? Are they supported? I wouldn't be quite as clear on that answer. And I think from the beginning, Alette, when you opened us here and reminded the room that, yes, we are professionals as teachers, we're also workers. And there are some rights connected to that. So it's a lot of dedication, but the support around it needs to be there. We can't do it on our own. We have a survey of our members every so often, and we had one last year. And when we get responses back to that survey from over 100 education unions, that 15% say that their salaries actually have decreased over the last 3 years. Not frozen, but decreased. That's not motivating. When 59% say that casual and short-term contracts have increased in their jurisdiction over the last 3 years, that's not motivating. You don't retain teachers by giving them short-term contracts. You lose them. 5% reported that they had no professional development was offered to them. You know, we're willing there to go far in committing to take professional development, but it has to be there. And a third of them said they could not influence the kind of professional development they got. So things were being done to them instead of being done with them. So we say that we need a new deal for teachers. We need a new deal if we're going to transform education, where governments commit to guarantee the labor rights and decent working conditions of all teachers, where you do, and all of you have mentioned, invest in quality teacher training and professional development. And I would say there are 3 stages. This pre-service, and I urge you to have specific focus on the induction period. The early stage period, which is where you risk to lose very many professionals if you don't support them. And then the in-service training that goes all through your career, because the world changes constantly. Trust and respect teachers and their pedagogical expertise. We're professionals. Stop at the school gate and trust that what the teachers do in school is based on professional knowledge. Don't micromanage them. And involve teachers' unions in policy through social dialogue, as also has been mentioned here and was on the screen as for the track. Then you also say, thank you. I can say a few words. Not working? Yes, there I'm on. About professional standards. So in 1 minute, I can't run through too many country examples. But yes, we keep talking about the teaching profession. What characterizes a profession? It is that you are willing to self-regulate the quality of what you deliver of services. And together with UNESCO, we have developed the global framework for professional teaching standards, which is a framework. It's not something you copy-paste into a country, but it does set out how this self-regulation can happen at country level. It is dependent on that the profession does them. You can see it through, like if I go to the Nordics, where we're a lot about professional ethics because all systems are different. Our Finnish colleagues have developed the Comenius oath that all teachers take. And it gives a commitment to what professional practice is from an ethical perspective. You can go to Scotland, where they've actually further developed also the professional standards into the collective agreement, which then also involves how a teacher can further develop through their career. You can go to the US, where our teacher unions have been instrumental in setting up a national board for professional standards in certifying teachers. So it's part of the certification. We have in Mali, where you use it also, how can you upgrade competences for community teachers so they become fully qualified? A multitude of opportunities, but it has to be bottom up, but it does express a strong will for quality, what the profession can bring to the table. And then our governments,